All right, it's November 3rd and my iPhone 10. I keep wanting to call it the X because there's not a 9, but we'll get back to that. So here's the unboxing of the 10. So I went with the 256 gigabyte model. I'm incredibly excited about the possibilities of this phone. I've been following a lot of the core announcements, excited about everything from the A11 Bionic chip and the fact that there's going to be basically machine learning and AI supported directly on the device. You know, one of the things about Apple that I've been really happy about is their position kind of on differentiated privacy. So that basically means that a lot of the data is essentially stored directly locally on the device here as well. So here is the actual unboxing of the 10. Here we go. So I went with the silver option here. It is weird not having a home button again. So that is very, very strange. Here's the back, it's the silver, there's the camera. One of the things that I'm the most excited about with the iPhone 10 is the Animojis. Animojis use a true depth AR front-facing camera here. So what it's doing is it's scanning my face and it is following my facial movements, mimicking my talking cadence and expressiveness. See, I'm raising my eyebrows, I'm smiling, moving my head side to side. I'm trying not to move my lips now. Now I'm moving my lips, etc. So these are phenomenal. You can basically send 10-second clips of Animojis to other people via iMessage. So it's a fun way to play around, whether it is talking poo, or a robot, or a monkey, or a cat, or an alien. Take me to your leader. This is one of the better features associated with the iPhone 10. So I'm really excited about how apps are going to be using basically face mapping and using the true depth AR front-facing camera to create new experiences. This to me is one of the real leaps forward for the platform, in addition to the hardware, the A11 Bionic chip, and the facial ID. I do like the 5.8-inch screen here. This is definitely a nice addition. It's nice kind of getting used. You swap between applications just by kind of taking and holding that app there in place to pull that back up. So in order to access the control panel, you simply swipe down to have access to your flashlight, to other music, to everything that you would normally get to from a control panel standpoint. I've seen a lot of feedback about the notch, and honestly the notch doesn't really bother me. I mean, I like having more of kind of the full screen capability here. But what I have noticed is that a lot of applications haven't really fully taken the notch into consideration from a UX standpoint. You know, right now I'm in Safari from a mobile browsing perspective, so there's no real shift in experience here. But as I look at, say, the Star Wars trailer, I want to just check out the view here of a live video. So I'm looking at the Star Wars trailer here via YouTube, and what ends up happening is the video renders definitely in front of the notch, so it's not essentially full screen like you would expect the full experience to be, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But just something to note that the screen size does come down a little bit, at least from using YouTube here within Safari. Then you notice with Twitter here as well, this is kind of what the app will look like, to where it's essentially rendered for the screen. But you can see here, as you get up close into where the notch is located, there is a bit of a gap there between the app's UX and the notch there as well. So that's the experience that I found with most of the applications that are running on the 10. You know, I'm definitely excited to get some more hands-on time with the X over the course of the next few weeks to really put it through kind of its paces, you know, to really test out the battery life, check in on the facial ID unlock, see how well that's working, and then really start playing with some of the new camera functionality. I think that's another area that the 10 definitely stands out. You know, you now have portrait mode on the front-facing camera, so that's something to definitely play with, as well as some additional image stabilization. What I'm really interested in, though, is kind of the developing third-party ecosystem. and how different applications are going to take advantage of both the hardware and the processing capability on the actual phone, as well as some of the new camera hardware that's built in here. So Apple immediately became the largest potential augmented reality platform on the planet with the rollout of iOS 11 and the hardware associated with this device. So as it stands now, I've got a cat on my head. So the true depth camera is kind of following me around. Woo! Now it's a different cat. Oh, the tongue actually came out of the cat there as well. As you can see, I can move pretty much anywhere and I still have a cat on my head. So as you can see, one of the best parts now of some of the strategy, Facebook earlier this year talked a lot about the camera as a platform. And this is especially true for Gen Z as well. So we did some proprietary research, and Gen Z, actually 69% from the survey actually said that they view the camera as a platform. And about 83% of them had actually played with effect-based elements, such as this. So just like I had a cat on my head a second ago, when you develop a third-party ecosystem and you allow the creation and kind of the democratization and sharing of different types of experiences and effects, that's really where you're going to begin to see scale associated with a lot of the augmented reality effects that we're starting to see really kind of get into the hands of third-party developers here to enhance experience. I'll keep everyone updated in terms of how the device is actually working over the course of the next few weeks, but so far so good. Video quality looks great, pictures look good, Animojis look like a lot of fun. So for more information, you can always follow me on Twitter at Blackfin360. Otherwise, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Have a great day.